Hello, let's continue our advanced Sudoku series with Campanile by Shye. So this is the last puzzle, puzzle number 10 of chapter 2. Don't worry, there's more chapters. So it's not the end of this series, but it is the end of chapter 2. So this is kind of the culmination of what we learned in chapter 2. So we'll see how that goes. As always, I know what technique I'm looking for, although at this point you can probably guess the kind of thing we're looking for in chapter 2. But yeah. I don't know where to find it or exactly what's involved. And I'm going to try my best to show you how I go about looking for these things. And of course, there's a link in the description if you want to check the Sudokult Gospel document yourself, as well as a direct link to this puzzle to try yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. All right, well, let's do as much scanning as we can. How about that? So 2 9s look over here. So there's a 9 in one of these 2 cells. So what do we have going on here? I'm noticing this 1 and 8 looking up, but there's 3 places for it. Already stalled. Okay, 1 isn't here, 1 isn't here, and 1 isn't here. So we do have a 1 in one of these 2. I think we're going to need bilocals today, so I'm going to mark as many as I can. That green is just to remind me that the 1s are for... Actually, what we can do here is we have this 1 and this one looking in as well. So we have a 1 in this box. The 1 in this box is in these 3, though. So I think I still need to remember that we have this bilocal in this row. Actually, let's look at 1. So we have this 1 and this 1 looking in. So it's a 1 in one of these 2. 1's in one of these 3. One of these 3. One of these 2. So that means there's a bilocal 1 in this column. Let's make that purple, and there should be. It was where? Hold on. Oh, it's here. These are both bilocals because of how 1s are limited in these boxes. Is there anything I can do vertically here? These are also bilocals. Okay, so those are things to keep in mind. All right. Is there anything else I can do scanning-wise up here? It really feels like there ought to be, but 2 isn't here, and 2 isn't here, but that's not good enough. I might move on and revisit if I need to, because I'm not seeing anything else to do here. This 2 looking up, this 2 looking in. Nope. Okay, let's move on. We have 2 4s. Actually, 4 is placeable in this box. So we can place the 4 here. The 6 looks in, this 6 looks in, so there's a 6 in one of these 2. Anything else looking in here? The 8, maybe? Not quite good enough. 7s, no. We got the 4s, 8, 7, 5, 1. Is 5 interesting in this row? Not that I can tell. This can't be 5, these can't be 5. Okay, a lot of near misses here. I do have 2 6s looking up into here, so let's mark 6s up here. Looking for anything else to do here. I don't see it. 8 in this row. Interesting. Okay, 8 in this row. This 8's not here. This 8 says it's not here. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I misscanned it. Darn, it's in 3 places. Never mind. Okay, let's look down here. I do need a 5 and a 1. Okay, the 1s we know. Okay, the 1 in this row is in one of these 2. That's what I was looking for. I had thought to myself there was a bilocal over around here, and then I didn't see it when I followed up. But I found it this time. Oh, 5 isn't here, and 5 isn't here, and 5 isn't here. So 5's in 2 places here. Make that orange. I'm running out of colors here, but... So the orange is for the 5s, the purple's for the 1s, and the blue's for these 1s. Okay. Bilocals hopefully are helpful in this puzzle. No. Alright, anything else to do horizontally here? 2 6s. It's not enough to mark. I don't want to mark 6s there. How about 7s? Okay, we do have a 7 in one of these 2. Oops. Kind of a vertical scan there. Let's look more vertically here. 5 and 1. So 1, we know 1's a bilocal. I think 5's a bilocal as well. So 5's in one of these two. Let's reuse orange for that 5. How about that? Okay. Is anything like connected up yet? I'm not really seeing how. I mean, the 1's you can kind of move around the grid with 1's, but I'm not sure that does much right now. Let's look vertically some more. I do have 6s, we got those. 8, we looked at that already. 2's doesn't really do much. What I haven't been doing is looking for buy values. Once I finish scanning for scanning the buy-ins and stacks, I will look for any buy value cells we might have. Okay, so vertically here, we got the 6s. That's really all I'm seeing here. So I'm trying to adjust here to be more comfortable. I feel like my mic's blocking more of my view than usual. We'll deal with it. Okay, so let's look for restricted cells. This cell up here, it could be 1. It sees 2. Can't be 3. Could be 4. Can't be 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7. Okay, so the corner is no good today. It can be a lot of things. What might see a bunch of digits? This sees 1, 3, 6, 2, 5, 7. Yeah, okay, this sees a lot. So this can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7. Could be 8. Can't be 9. Okay. This sees 1, 7, 8, 3, 6, 2, 9. Okay. So this can't be 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. Can't be. Could it be 5? It could be 5. Can't be 6, 7, 8, or 9. 4, 8, and 4, 5. Interesting. I think we're just gonna have to keep finding restricted cells here. Are there any rows, columns, boxes with 4 or fewer? I didn't really look for that, but I don't think there are. So I think we're gonna have to be more careful. Let's just pay attention to some of these more restricted rows anyway. So we need 1, 3, 4. Thought about 4 because of this 4. 4 and 6. Interesting. It's not quite good enough. Anyway, we need 1, 3, 4, and 6, and 8. 1, 3, 4, 6, 8. These can't be 4 or 6. So they can be 1, 3, and 8 only. And this one can't be an 8. Okay. I don't think the rest of these are interesting. This can't be 6 or 3. Okay, this can't be 3 or 6 or 1. So it's not 1, 2, 3. Could be 4. Can't be 5, 6, 7. Could be 8. Interesting. Is this one similar? This one can be 6, though. And 7, 9 are already... Okay, so this one's not as interesting. This can't be 1, but yeah, that doesn't seem good. Okay, let's look down here. Let's pay attention to... Oh, this row has 6 left. Never mind. How about this bottom corner? I just noticed it sees 5, 7, 8, and then in addition 4 more. So it should be a buy value. In fact, it's 4, 8. Did I say 8? I meant 9. So we have a 4, 8 pair in this column. So what's the rest of this column then? We need 1, 2, 3. We have 4, 5. We need 6. We have 7, 8, 9. Okay. So now this is a buy value. Were you thinking about 4s in this row? I guess 4 in this row is now over here. Okay, let's clean this up. This one's not 6. This one's not 1. This one's not 1. Yeah, so 1 is a buy local in this column. Let's mark that. Yellow. Okay. This 4, 8 feels like it did something. So 4 is down here somewhere. I guess we already knew 1 was buy local here because we had them restricted like this. Okay. So let's keep looking for restricted cells, I guess, because I'm still not seeing like ways to connect any of this up. Okay, we knew fours were up here. Or we know it now at least. 1 and 5. Let's think about this column. This column needs 1, 3, 7, 8, 9. So this one's not 7, 8. So this is 1, 3, 9. This one's not 1. That's it. This one's not 9. Yeah, that's no good. Okay, let's keep looking. 5s? Do we have any other? Okay, so 5s aren't here. 5's not here. Okay, so I have a 5. I have 2 5 bilocals in. Interesting. Yeah, 5s obviously aren't here either. Okay, so 5's in one of these two, and 5's in one of these two. That's what's happened. Okay. So yeah, we've got bilocals going on vertically as well. Does anything join the 5s? Not really. Not that I see. I need a 1 and a 5 in this column, but there's 3 places for it, and that bothers me. Let's see. Did this 4-8 do anything else of interest? Is it 5's in this? 5's in this row. Yeah. 5 in this row is bilocal. I'm getting the feeling that 1s and 5s are important here. I'll use red for that. 5 was. What would I do here? Ones. Are 6s limited here? No. 3 places for 6. Ones. Let's see. This can't be 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. So this can be a 1. Can't be 2, 3, 4, 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7, 8. I think it could be 9. I was hoping it was a 1, 6. Because I wanted to like connect these. Okay, maybe not that then. Let's see. Do we have a vertical 5 here, right? Or is it? Yeah, vertically we've got 5s here. It's hard to remember what all my colors mean, to be honest, because they're all overlapping. Do I want to start drawing? Do I have enough to draw out like where my strong links are? Let's try it and erase it if it gets crazy. But so I've got a strong link on 5s here, definitely, for the column. That means one of these 2 5s has to be true. That's all a strong link means, is that at least one of them is true. In this case, exactly one of them is true. But it just needs to mean at least one of them is true. Because otherwise we wouldn't get a 5 in the column. Now, horizontally, there is also a strong link between these 5s. So we could, There's a strong link between these 5s, of course. There's a strong link between these 1s, I believe. Yep. There's a strong link between these ones. Yes, there is. This is going to be very messy. 5 in this row. Oh, 5 in this row has a strong link. Look at that. So 5 doesn't go here. Wait, what was I seeing? No, I might be crazy. I was missing one. Now 5 is in 3 places. Darn it. Okay. Do I have any buy values in this box that might be worth? This can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 9. Okay, so this is 1. Can't be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 1, 8 only. I haven't thought about 8s too much, but I don't see many 8s. Let's see. Hold on. This 2, 3 interacts. This 2, 3, 6 interacts really well with this 1, 5. So let's look at all of these. So these can't be 1, 2, 3. They could be 4. Can't be 5. Can't be 6. Could be 7, 8, 9. So this one is a 7, 9. Okay, I don't think I want this one marked, but is 7 in this column interesting at all? No. I mean, well, from this strong link, we could. Wait, what am I saying? Is this cell limited? It's not 1, 2, 3. It could be. Oh, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be 5, of course. Can't be 6. I think it could be 7, but it can't be 8 or 9. Okay, so there is a strong link there. I think we have something going on here. Okay, hear me out, because we have all these bi values here. This 7, 8, this 1, 8, and this 5, 7. And then look at all these links. Is there something this 7, 8 can? I think it can come back down and then come across. And then we have this strong link. Okay, so I'm going to start with this 1. Okay, so because we have kind of a little bit of a loopy thing going on here, I think. I think we can get this to loop. So I'm going to use another color, I think. Sorry, my mic is literally in the way. And that's completely my fault. I understand that. Let's see. What color should I use? Maybe this like dark blue color. Suggest a good color to contrast with my red here. Let's go with purple right now. So I am going to use this as a strong link. And I'm going to use this as a weak link. And I'm going to use this as a strong link. And that's going to form our like basis of our loop. So I'm going to come down here, and then the 1 can just come across. So after a strong link, you always want a weak link. So I think I'm just going to come across here as a weak link. Even though it could be a strong link, we'll use it as a weak link. And then from the 1, we do have a strong link to the 8. So now we're at 8, which we can then go up as a weak link, and then we can turn that into a 7 with this strong link. And then this 7 can come down, and then we can turn it into a 5. And so the goal was to convert our 1 to a 5, and we did that. And so now we can actually just use this 5 as a weak link, and now we've made a loop. So this is extremely messy. I'm gonna erase anything it's gonna be hard to erase everything, but I wonder if I can can I select these for, no, apparently not. Okay, I'm gonna erase anything that was irrelevant to what we did here. That's it, actually. So this is a continuous nice loop. We're looking at purple here. So if I start at this 1, so we're going to do an alternating inference chain where we alternate between strong and weak links. And we're going to show that this loops back around and ends with a weak link coming back into the 1. And so if you can do an alternating inference chain, starting with a strong link, going around the grid in some way, and then coming back to the original start with a weak link, then you have created a continuous nice loop. And do you remember what continuous nice loops do? They convert weak links to strong links. So every single weak link I've drawn here will become a strong link. And I think that's going to do a lot of eliminations. So what we have here is strong from this 1 to this 1, weak to this 1, strong within the cell to the 8, because the bi-value cell has a strong link between the 2 digits. The 8 has a weak link up to here, which then has a strong link to the 7, which has a weak link down to here, which has a strong link to the 5, which has a weak link to this 5, which has a strong link to this 5 through the column. I just double checking. Yes, that is a strong link between those 5s. It's the only 2 places for 5 in the column. So let's just double check all of our strong links. These 1s have a strong link because there is nowhere else in the column for a 1. That is true. The weak links are obvious. Those are from Sudoku rules. So we don't need to worry about the weak links. This strong link is a buy value. This strong link is a buy value. This strong link is a buy value. Those are all easy. And then the 5s. Yeah. So the only buy local strong links I'm using are this 1 and this 5. And those are buy local strong links. Okay. So every single one of these strong links becomes a weak link. Now, the way to prove that, since I have gone over this before, but it's been, I'm going to try to do it in this video as well. So there are only 2 options for this 1 here. It's either true or false. There's no world where it's like something else, right? It's true or false. So let's go through both cases. In the case where it is false, right? Actually, let me use another color for this. Let's use yellow. I don't know. Is yellow going to be visible? Let's use green. Okay. So in the case where this 1 is false, I'm going to cross it out. I'm going to underline this one to say this one then has to be true because one of these 1s is true. So in the case where this is false, this one is true. If this one is true, this one is false. That's Sudoku rules. If this one is false, this 8 is true because the cell needs a value in it somewhere. If this 8 is true, this 8 is false because you can't have 2 8s in the column. If this 8 is false, this 7 is true because the cell needs a value. If this 7 is true, oops, I didn't mean to do that. If this 7 is true, then this 7 is false because you can't have 2 7s in the column. If this 7 is false, then this 5 is true because this cell needs a value. If this 5 is true, then this 5 is false because you can't have 2 5s in the row. And if this 5 is false, then this 5 is true because we need a 5 in the column. And those are the only 2 places for 5 in the column. So we have just proven that if we've proven half of what we need to prove, that if 1 is false, then the 5 is true. So there's a strong link between the 1 and the 5. Okay. I guess what we're trying to do is we're trying to prove a strong link between the 1 and the 5. And so in the case where the 1 is false, that makes the 5 true. So now, in order for it to be a strong link, it needs to be bidirectional. So we also need to prove that if the 5 is false, then the 1 is true. So how do we do that? Well, let's undo all of this green. The way we prove that is we say, well, if the 5 is false, how are we going to make the 1 true? Well, we go the other way through our loop. If the 5 is false, this 5 is true. If this 5 is true, this 5 is false. If this 5 is false, the 7 is true. If this 7 is true, this 7's false. If this 7's false, this 8's true. If this 8's true, then this 8 is false. If this 8's false, this 1's true. If this 1 is true, then this 1 is false. And if this 1 is false, then this 1 must be true for the column. So we've just now proven that if the 5 is false, then the 1 is true. So through the medium of this crazy loop here, you can repeat that for every single weak link. It's always going to work because it is a loop. Every single one of these weak links is now a strong link. So what does that mean? If you have a strong link between 2 values in a cell, that means at least one of them is true. And I guess in general, if we want to talk about it, a strong link says one of these 2 is true, which means anything that becomes false if either of them is true. That's probably a bad way to put it because I think that's ambiguous. Whatever is false because 1 is true and is also false if 5 is true, in this case, so then it cannot be true, right? So take the 8 in this cell, for example. We think this cell can be 8. However, if 1 is true, this is definitely not an 8. If 5 is true, this is definitely not an 8. 1 or 5 is going to be true, and that is going to eliminate the 8. We don't know which one it is going to be, but we know this can't be an 8. If this was an 8, we would break our loop completely. I'll leave that as an exercise to you to see how it breaks, but it's going to be the final strong link that's gonna break. But anyway, so that means that this is a 1-5. This can't be anything else, only 1-5. What other weak links did I have? I had this weak link. So that means that I already knew that this was a strong link, but it's still a strong link. Okay. I also had this weak link between 8s. That means one of these 2 8s is true. We cannot have both of these 8s false. which means that any of these other cells are no longer 8. So we can actually place this 4 here. This is not an 8. So this is from 2. It's not 2. It's not 1, 2, 3. It's not 4 because we're pointing forward, or the 4 in there actually. It's not. It could be 5. No, it's not 5 because of the box. It's not 6. It could be 7. It's no longer 8, and it could be 9. So we're gonna fill that. I'm gonna fill this one as well. It could be 1. Can't be 2, 3. Can't be 4. Could be 5. Can't be 6, 7. Can no longer be 8. Could be 9. All right, so I've enforced this 8 strong link. And we also, this 7, these 7s we used that weak link. So those 7s now become a strong link, which means none of these can be 7. So this is actually a 9. See how powerful this is? The longer your chain, the more weak links become strong links, and you get more eliminations. So in this case, we've eliminated that, and then finally we have this 5 weak link here, which was already a strong link. Actually, no, this can't be 5. Oh no, all right, yeah, it was already a strong link. Yeah, I have that written out. And that's it. Those are all my weak links, so I can clear this out. And so now what I've done is I've eliminated anything other than 1, 5 from this cell. I've eliminated 8s from this column other than these 2 cells, and I've eliminated 7s from this column other than these 2 cells. I guess this can't be a 9 because we placed the 9 up there, which is awesome. So now, yeah, I eliminated. What did I eliminate from here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I eliminated 6 and 8 from here. Okay, so now both 6 and 8 now have only one place in this box. So this is the 8 and this is the 6. Wait, is that true? The 8, it's definitely true. This 8 looks up. The 8 is definitely true. Okay, and that places the 4 in this box. That places the 4 here as well. I think 6 could be here. This is from 5, 6. Okay. I almost accidentally placed a 6 I shouldn't have, but I caught myself. This is a triple. I think there's a lot we can do, but this is a triple. 2, 5, 7. So the 5 is in one of these 2. Let's see, what else can we do here? Let's see, this one 5. Okay, we eliminated 6 and 8 from here. Okay, these 8s now look down. This 8 looks in. So 8 joins the 7. This is a hidden 7-8 pair. So this is... Okay, the remaining cells are 1, 5, 6, 9. This isn't 1 or 5, so this is only 6, 9. This is not 1, so this is 5, 6, 9. Oh, it's not 9 either. Okay. What else do we get here? One, 5. This cell is... It's not 1, 2, okay, it could be 3, 6, or 8, looks like. Trying to see what's affected by what we actually got here. The 4, the 8. You got the 7, 8 pair. So the remaining cells in this box are 2, 3, 6, 9. This can't be 2 or 6. So the 2 and the 6 are down here. Okay. Kind of know that already. What am I missing here? This cell or this cell? What's restricted? We got the 8, the 4. We got this 9. Is this 9 helpful? These 2 9s look down, so 9's in one of these 2. 5s, no. 9s, no. I'm not sure where to look here. Did I get it feels like I should have gotten enough out of that. continuous nice loop that I did. I think I'm just not looking in the right cells here. What else did I get out of all this? Four? Five, six, 1, 5, 6, 9. 9's in one of these two. Huh. Let's think about this column. We need 1, 2. Let's just write it out. We need, oops, let's write it out in center marks. We need 1, 2, 3. We have 4, 5, 6. We need 7. Oh, we don't need the 2. That's why. We need 7 and 8 and 9. These are not interesting. Okay. One in this box goes up here. There it is. No, it can go here. Never mind. I almost made a bad mistake there. 6 is in one of these two. And one of these two. Yep. How about this column? We need 2, 3, 5, 6, 9. Okay. What am I missing here? Got this 8, this 4. How about this row? This row's down to 4. I'm kind of ignoring it. We need 5, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so 9 is placed in this row. This can't be 9 and this can't be 9. So the 9 is placed. This is not a 9. And so these are from 5, 7, 8. That's not an 8. That's not a 7. Okay, tell me that did something. What's this 9 do? Okay, it places a 9 in this box because these 9s look in. So this is a 9. And then 9 is up here somewhere. This 8 now looks in, putting an 8 in one of these two. What's this cell? This cell's not 1. It could be 2, 3. Can't be 4, 5, 6. I think it could be 7. Can't be 8 or 9. Okay. Wasn't what I was hoping. How about in this box? Ooh, there's 5 digits left in this box. How about this column? Yeah, we need 1, 3, 7, 8. Okay, I'm just going to keep this I keep looking at this column and seeing it doesn't do anything, so I'm just going to keep it marked. 8 is up here now. 1 is not quite restricted. This box needs 1, 3, 5, 7, and wait, I missed something. 1, 3, 4, 5, 7. So the 4 is placed, amazingly. Yeah, these 4s look down, this 4 looks in. So that's a 4. Now that was an orange corner marked 5, which I believe means that in this row, yeah, in this row, this has to be the 5. Now that took a corner marked 1, which I think is this purple. Okay, we get the 7, we get the 8, we get the 1. Okay, so let's get rid of all of these colors. Actually, we should have a 1 here as well. Yes. No? Why was this cornered 1 with blue? I may have misscanned that one. Anyway, let's get rid of all these colors. And let's get rid of this corner marked 1, because I don't think it's correct. Anyway, that's an 8. That's not an 8. That's not a 1. We get the 7 and the 5 here. Okay, finally making progress. That's a 5. This is not an 8. This is not a 1. We get the 8 down here. Okay, I'm trying not to make a lucky mistake. Those are the worst. 1, 3, 7 here. So 7's in one of these two. The 8 in this column can only go here. 1, 3, 1, 2, 3, 7. So 2's in one of these two. This can't be 1, so this is from 2, 3, 7. So 1's in one of these two. Okay, we slowed down a little bit, but we do have some of these boxes that are limited now. So I need a 1, 4, and 9 in here. So the 4 has to go there, and then this is a 1, 9 pair. In this box, we need, is the 5 limited? Yeah, in this box, actually, the 5 is placed. I'm like not trusting my corner marks at this point because I used them for buy locals. I need I don't know. I don't know if there's a better system. Not with the notations we've got available, I don't think. We need 2, 3, and 8 here. Neither of these are 8. Yes, nice. So that's the 8. That places that 8. 8s are done. 4s are done. Okay. So I need 1, 2, 3, 7 here. Let's just fill that out. 1, 2, 3, 7. That's not 1. That's not 1 or 7. So the 1 in this row can only go here. That gives us the 6 and the 5 and the 1. That does give us the 5 here. In fact, the 6-9 pair was giving us that 5. I wonder how long that 6-9 pair was sitting there. This is not a 1. I'm going to get rid of all of this color at this point. Okay, this is a 3 and a 6. That's a 1. Doot. Nice. That's 2 and 3. That's 2 and 3. 6 or 9 here. Can be either. But the 6-9 pair does make that a 6. So that's a 6. These aren't 3s. This is known. This is a 3. We get the 7 and the 2 and the 7. This is not a 7. We get the 9. Sorry, we get the 9, the 6, and the 9. We get the 6, 2, and 3. That's a 1 and a 3. That's 1 and 9. 2 and 7, 3 and 7, and our last digit's a 2, and we're done. Wow, that took a while, but that was fun. Yeah, I do think that the continuous nice loop that I found did do enough to collapse the puzzle. It's just, it was not necessarily the easiest of basics afterwards, but it wasn't anything complicated afterwards. I was probably just not seeing something obvious, like some stuff that you were probably yelling at me about. But anyway, I got there. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope that explanation was satisfactory. That definitely was a culmination of this section. It was our first true continuous nice loop that I don't think could be seen as another named thing. So once you understand how continuous nice loops work, you can apply them all over the place. You can just find them in these puzzles. Just look at where your buy locals are, look at where your buy values are, try to connect them up in some way. If you can make a loop, then you can do a ton of eliminations. So that's kind of the thing to learn from this. I'm not even sure if the loop I found is the intended one, but it certainly helped quite a bit. And I did see that in the little spoiler thing that they wanted a continuous nice loop for this puzzle. It wasn't a named wing of any kind. So thank you, Shye, for this puzzle. This felt more like kind of your traditional find something that works puzzle rather than a really well telegraphed thing. And I think that's good to finish this chapter up with, to go like, okay, even if it's not telegraphed, this is kind of how you can look for it. So hope you enjoyed this. I did. And if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.